So thanks, Gary, for having me here. And yeah, we were chatting with together, and we were saying, what should YP talk about? And then we both of us came up with this topic: caviar, business, and classical music. You all must be wondering what this topic is all about, isn't it? So this is like three discrete things, and I want to weave them together. And I want this to be really, really interactive. So if you don't mind, I'm going to ask you for responses, and you can either unmute yourself to, say it out, or you could type it into your chat box. Okay. So let's start with Caviar. So what do you want most in your life? Okay. Can you just type it out into the chat box, so you can unmute yourself and say, it may be Caviar, it could be something else. What do you want most in your life? Okay, so Kathy, can you help me shout out what are the things people have been typing in?
Freedom, happiness, security. Sure. Contentment,
Okay.
financial freedom.
Okay, good. Yeah. I've been asking these questions for quite a long while, and the standard answers we get are usually this. Okay, more time with family. Okay, so how many of us can identify with that? Yeah. To have the freedom. Okay, and just feel free. To be able to go on vacations, on holidays without, looking at the clock, looking at the calendar, just go for long holidays with the people that you enjoy being with most, okay? For some of us, what we want most in life is to be able to serve the community, to be able to help lots more people. For some, they just want to chase their passion, I've got so some of us here are BNI members. I remember having a BNI member who's a lawyer, but actually her passion is not law. Her law, the law business that she has is just to put food on the table. But what she looks forward every night is to go and do ballroom dancing. That's a passion, okay, right? And then for some of us, what we want most in our life is peace, time for ourselves, okay? So yeah, if some of these things resonate with you, and there's some of the things that you want most in your life, type a yes in there, okay? And the next question I'm going to ask you is, how important are these things to you? 1 being not very important, 10 being really, really important, okay? So if it's a yes answer, type a number into the chat box. And Kathy, for some reason, I'm not seeing the chat box. Can you help me just to
Of course.
shout out, okay?
Okay.
Yep.
There's a ton of yeses.
Okay. And what sort of numbers are people putting in there?
8, 10s, a lot of 10s. Equilibrium, 8, 10, yeah.
Okay. So I guess the next question is a bit more challenging, isn't it? Okay. So are you enjoying all of these things now? Okay. If all of these things are important to you, are you enjoying all of this now? Okay. So it's a yes or a no answer. Okay.
No's.
A lot of no's.
Yep.
Okay. So though we have a situation, all these things are very important to us, and yet, okay, and yet you're not enjoying them right now. Okay. So the question is, what is stopping you? Okay. So just type into the chat box, what are these things that's stopping you from getting what you want most in life?
Yourself, time, finances,
okay,
avenues for revenue,
okay,
time, money, and opportunity.
okay. So, again, I've been in BNI, actually. I've been in BNI for what, 20 years now. I've worked with, thousands and thousands of people around the world. What I do in BNI is I go around the world conducting training. I'm a national director for Thailand and the Philippines. And I've also started, BNI in Vietnam and Korea, okay? So as I go around, the world conducting trainings, I find that, the two main reasons, okay, the two things that people need most to get what they want in life. The first one is clarity. If, people want a lot of things, but when you sit down and what do you call it, drill a bit deeper, quite a few people don't have the clarity. They don't know exactly what they want. Today they want this, tomorrow they want that. So they're never ever working on a consistent path towards what they want most in life. Okay, so having clarity is important, and the other one is a roadmap. You need to have a clear direction, clear system, clear process to get you to to get you to where you want to be in life. Okay. So these are the two most important things for you to be able to achieve what you want most in life. Is this making sense? If this is making sense, can you type a yes into the chat box? Okay.
Tons
Very
of
good.
yeses.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Kathy, you're saying?
Tons of yeses. Yep.
Oh, so yes, yes. Okay, good. Okay. So the second thing, okay, I was told I've got about 12 minutes. Okay, so the second thing I'll talk about is business, right? So why are you in business? Can we just type the answers in there into the chat box? Are there any answers coming in, Kathy?
Yep. To impact my world, passion, fulfillment, survival, money, and passion to help others make an impact.
Okay, it's good. I mean, I'm seeing very altruistic answers, okay? Very high level answers. But if you were to ask, what's the main reason you're in business? What's the most basic, okay? And if you drill down, it's basically to be able to feed ourselves and our family, isn't it? Can you resonate with that? Do you feel that that's, primarily, that's one of the primary reasons why we're in business? And it's only after when we are able to feed ourselves and our family that we start thinking about helping the community, impacting lives, and so on. Is this making sense?
Yes.
Have a yes, okay? Right, okay, right. So is it right to say then the purpose of your business is to generate cash flow for you and your family to live on? Is that correct? If you think it's correct, just type a yes answer. And I should say quite a few yeses coming in, right,
Yes.
Kathy?
Yeah, quite a few yeses.
Yeah, okay, right. And if your answer is yes, this could be the reason why you're feeling a bit stressed, especially now in challenging environments. Gee, I can
Yes.
see the funny faces or the perplexed faces, right? So, if the whole purpose of doing business is to feed ourselves and our family, and yet it's causing stress, what does that mean, okay? Right. So the question is this, okay? If you were to go out of business tomorrow, what impact will it have on you and your family? So what would the answer be? Okay, you can put a one-word answer. Drastic, catastrophic.
Huge, drastic. Yep.
Yeah, so those are the typical answers, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It's because there is a direct connection, okay, between our business and being able to feed our family. And all of us take the fact of feeding our family very serious. Therefore, the minute our business is in trouble, we feel that life gets out of control, okay? And that's the biggest cause of stress, right? So I'm gonna ask you, okay, just throw in a number, okay? How long will you be able to maintain the same lifestyle for you and your family if your business will go out, you go out of business tomorrow? Okay, put it in terms of months, okay? Right. So what sort of numbers are we saying, Kathy?
12, 36,
Okay.
6,
So
0.
we are definitely dealing with, very successful people here who've already got some plans, because the typical answer is between 3 to 6 months, okay? Most business owners, can last between 3 to 6 months. Why? Because normally in business, you have got a little bit of surplus. Whereas if you ask this question to employees, the typical answer is about 1 to 3 months, okay? Right. So this is, when I learned this major, this mindset shift was a major turn in my life, okay? So we got to learn this, okay? The purpose of our business is not to generate cash flow to live on, but it's to generate a cash flow for us to develop assets that produce passive income for us and our family to live on. If you look at the chart on the right, okay, this is how the wealthy people live their lives, okay? Whatever income they get from their business or from their job, they put into assets, and the assets would generate more income, and they're always increasing their income, decreasing their expenses, and decreasing the liability. So they work on this cycle of turning their income into assets to generate more income, okay? And all of us dream of financial freedom. So financial freedom is when your passive income from your assets exceed the total of your expenses plus liabilities. How many of us would like to live a life like this? To be financially free, never ever have to worry about your next meal, or being able to pay the bills, or being able to feed our family. Okay? If this is important to you, or you can identify it, tap a yes, okay? Tap a yes, okay, into the chat box, okay? Right. Good, good, good. Okay, so with this awareness now, let us all focus in terms of our business to be creating assets that continue to give us passive income, and not just live off the business to feed ourselves and our family. Get this intermediate step, right? And the last one, I'm just going to share about classical music. Okay, when you think about classical music, is this what you sort of picture? An orchestra, a conductor in a pretty grand setting? If this is what you picture, type the answer yes, okay, into the chat box. So what answers are we getting, Kathy?
Yeses. Oh,
okay,
yes.
lots of yeses, right? So Kathy, I mean, I definitely know that you are in the music sphere. Is music static?
No.
Okay, and I like the idea about, you were talking about patronage just now, about how to, get involved with orchestras where we can co-market on a win-win basis. That's exactly what we all need to do, okay? Because music isn't static. So what I want to share with you is a friend of mine, okay? So of course, in the pandemic, she's got challenges as a musician, trying to get work, being able to perform and so on, okay? So her name is Wendy. And she's just, in this current challenge, she started a music school called You Can Play Piano Anywhere, or yeah, Piano Anywhere, okay? And she created this video. And this video went viral.
Sì, non c'è bene.
So what do you think? Write some thoughts into the chat, okay? After watching this short, 60 seconds video clip, what do you think about music now? How do you enjoy this video? What thoughts do you have? And Kathy, can you just help me
I'm
read them out?
creative, flexible.
Yeah, okay. So, people who are involved in music are generally very creative people, isn't it? Kathy, you must give a resounding yes to that.
Yes.
And as business people nowadays, we can no longer be static because the world has changed. In the last, I would say, 1.5 years, business has transformed. If you are not doing like what the things that Kathy is doing, getting yourself engaged in the digital space, you could end up being a dinosaur, right? Okay. Yeah. So definitely music is everywhere, and we've got to be creative, and we definitely have got to think out of the box, okay? If I actually have got a time, I know I'm running out of time, I could show you actually how to become a millionaire just by learning how to do backflips. This guy who could do backflips, earn $1 million just by this one action, okay? So if you want to find out more, I'm running a little program together with Kathy, on showing people how to work 20 hours less and become 10 times wealthier, because successful people, they don't work hard. They work less to earn more, okay? Because working hard is not the secret to success, okay? And so this is the event that Kathy and myself is putting on next week, okay? So you can take out your phone and take a picture of the QR code. If you are not sure about how to use the QR code, just take a picture, and that's the website, okay?
It's also, his LinkedIn is on his picture. Literally, you can click on his picture on the webpage I just sent. It'll take you to his LinkedIn, and there's the event.